Good morning, breathers, and welcome to Thursday, the day before Friday.
All the names.
All the names.
I don't remember what we called it.
I think Friday Eve
morning or something.
Thursday. It's not hump day. It's not Friday. It's just Thursday. But we're gaining. We're gaining, kids. We're gaining. So, and we're Timless today.
Timless.
Yes, but we do have the glorious Greta in the house.
Hi. Ahoy. Good morning.
Ahoy.
I'm in Tim's seat.
Ahoy, Greta. In the captain's seat today.
Sure am.
You can wear the hat if you want, but I don't know. It's kind of special for Tim.
I know. I put it on once. It didn't feel right.
It just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah,
there you go. So anyway, Tim left the children home to play alone, I guess, today. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah. Peter just put up the comments. So we're all sitting here. We just stopped the show and watch him do that.
Comments.
So, and speaking of Peter, I can't do it all without SPP in the house this morning.
Ahoy, boss man.
Ahoy, boss man, I guess.
Does Jack have a nickname yet? I always miss the very beginning.
Yeah, well, Tim's been calling him Jackson.
Oh.
Yeah, although he says it Jackson or something. Jackson. So I don't know. He started with something else, and then it just kind of evolved into that. And so there it is. He's still struggling with Rachel's.
Rachel, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard him call her Miss Rachel the other day.
Well, that's what. So I said that.
Was that you?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's going to stick. It's not up to me to determine that. The skipper gets that honor, but he's trying and he's struggling with that one. So I don't know. Some of them come easy, some of them not so much.
That's right.
So you have a big weekend. We talked just very briefly before the show started. I'll give you a couple minutes. You want to talk about Kids Fest this weekend?
Yeah.
In Washington?
Yeah. So Kids Fest is tomorrow. Right? Yeah. I'm off on my days. I have no idea. It's been a busy week.
Today's Thursday, Greta.
Today's Thursday. We were just talking about it. Jeez. But yeah, it's been a busy week. We've had hospital week. So shout out to WCHC and all the hospital healthcare workers out there. But anyway, Friday we have Kids Fest tomorrow, 4:30 to 7:30 in Central Park. So yeah, I think we have about 27 different booths that'll come out, different businesses. Oops, he's about to knock my drink over around town. And we'll have some WCHC booths there. It's for kids, anywhere 0 to middle school. We'll have some fun activities. The theme is world exploration. So it's Kids Fest Tiny Travelers. So
and that's been a big deal for a while, but it keeps growing and evolving, right?
Yeah, it's definitely our biggest event, and we get probably over 800 kids. So
wow.
There's probably double that out there, so parents and stuff.
Well, your next step is to set up a bar in the corner so the parents have a place to go.
Every year we say that. We're like, we need to bring like the Tipsy Traveler in
exactly.
or something. This year we have JT Sip, so close as we can get.
Caffeine, alcohol, whatever.
No,
let's not promote that. It's Kids Fest, by the way.
Lots of great bars around downtown.
Exactly.
It's gonna be fun. It's supposed to be nice weather, I think. So
yeah, and I think tonight's the first farmers market.
It is. Yeah.
So lots of stuff happening.
Yeah.
The fountain, I saw something on Facebook. The fountain is on. So
it is summertime.
It is that time. It is that time. So, well, let me say that the Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you, Casey, and all our friends and all the gang at KCTC. And we are powered this morning by a little caffeine, a little whatever from Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
Thank you, Willie.
Thanks, Willie.
And Fast and Fresh is you jumped ahead.
I was quick. I was not ready for it.
You got heavy fingers on that one. So Jeff and Denise and my mom are all here this morning. Ahoy to everybody.
Ahoy.
And Jimmy just popped up. So welcome everybody.
What's up, you guys?
So what else is happening, Greta? Anything on your mind that's...
Not really.
It's just, like you said.
May is really busy for us at the hospital. We always have a lot going on in the month of May for some reason. We have lots of events and activities, and Kids Fest is our biggest event, so it kind of takes up my brain power.
Yeah.
And I'm potty training right now, my daughter, so that's been fun.
How's that going?
It's not going horrible, so
yeah, all right.
She'll do really good, and then all of a sudden she'll just pee all over the floor. I'm like, gosh. And then last night I stepped in it and I'm like, gosh, dang it.
I just talked. Okay. I was going to move on, but maybe I got to stop on that one for a second. Maybe we need to let that sit.
Yeah, let it sit.
I talked to somebody else, another one of our employees actually, that's going through the same thing with their daughter, and said she wants to go. She asked, she goes, hey, I have to go to the bathroom. So you take her in, and Jimmy says, it's not nuclear waste. It's just a little urine.
I know. My mom's like, it's sterile. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's
and I'm like,
fine.
it's still kind of gross. But
she says, her daughter says, I gotta go. And so she goes in and then nothing. And then she gets out and just goes.
and then goes. Yeah,
Right.
we did that for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last night I was proud. She said, I gotta poop. Sorry, TMI. But she and then ran in there and did it. And I was like, hey,
That's awesome. That's the way it goes.
So she's doing good. Proud of her.
That's good.
She gets a sticker every time she goes. So
Well, I think
hey.
I need that.
yeah, and she fills up her chart. She gets a prize. So
What's she get? So like
I have a little box of different things.
It's like
We have
money,
juice
cash
and-
prizes,
Yeah,
or
exactly. Hundreds.
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 It's just hundreds.
$100 bills.
I have a box
She
of
would
hundreds.
rip those up.
Yeah. It's always funny when kids get gifts, and I got grandkids, and one of my granddaughters, I don't know, 6, and you give her $5 and she's like, I got $5.
She's so excited.
It's like $5. You can buy like 2 candy bars.
Yeah. I know nowadays you get like one thing
Yeah.
for $5. But yeah, it's just all junky little things, and she gets so excited over it. But hey, it was like a maraca, and we still talk about it. Her shaker. So
Hey, that's all right.
Hey, that works. So
If it works, it works,
Yeah.
right?
But if there's any candy or juice in there, which sometimes I throw in, that's always the winner. She's a candy girl.
It's all
Sour
right.
candy girl to be specific.
What's your incentive, Peter? What
makes you go
What makes you go potty?
I'll take stickers. I mean,
Stickers are good.
stickers, $5.
Sticker
I'll take
chart in the-
I would
the
like a
union
maraca.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Just whatever. Just a box of goodies.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's the little things.
it's the little
It
things.
truly is.
So here's a couple little stories we came across this week.
Gosh.
It's a weird transition from what we were just
potty
talking
training.
about, but you hear little kids. Though, speaking of little kids, they always are. I can't go to sleep. There's a monster under my bed, or there's a monster in my closet, right? But whatever. And it's just because they don't want to go to sleep mostly, right? Well, in this case, a babysitter in Kansas helpfully looked under the bed to check for monsters on March 24th, and she actually found one.
Oh God, I don't even know what this is.
NBC News reported the Barton County Sheriff's Office was called to the home where the babysitter had come face to face with a man hiding under the
Ooh.
child's bed around 10:30 p.m.
Ew.
Yeah. After a short altercation with the babysitter, the man fled the home. The suspect, who was captured the next morning, 27-year-old who once lived in the house. He was under a protection order and been warned to stay away from the home. He is arrested on charges of aggravated kidnapping, aggravated burglary, battery, child endangerment. Anyway, $500,000
Dang.
bonds. So when your kid says,
You're
They
that
might
kid, you're
not be
kind of
wrong.
scarred.
yeah, no kidding.
That is scary.
That's never again is that kid going to be
Yeah,
like,
there's a monster in my closet. There might be
There
this
might
time.
be.
there might
There might
actually
be.
And it's not the fuzzy one from Disney.
No.
No.
It is a guy with a restraining order. So,
Yikes, that's scary. I wonder what his plan was.
well,
And he wasn't very old. He's only 27.
he's 27. Well, clearly there's other things happening there.
Yeah.
But if he'd previously had a restraining order to stay out of the house or stay away from the house, this is an issue.
Yeah.
But if you're the babysitter, I mean, it's been a long time since I had to babysit, but if the kid said, yeah, there's a monster in my bed, and you're like, oh, I'll go check,
let me
just to make you feel
look.
better. And like, holy crap. There actually
Yeah,
is.
there is something under there.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So, I don't know. So what's something that would, I'm trying to think of the question here, but what's something that would freak you out? I mean, if you were,
Probably a
especially if
man
you
under
were
my bed.
Yeah.
a man under your bed,
Pretty
but
valid.
yeah, I'm trying to
Like
think.
if I was a babysitter?
yeah, or just,
Or at
just
home?
at home. Yeah.
I think like something like that, or I always get freaked out when people ring my doorbell. I hate that.
Yeah.
I mean, even during the day. So,
Well, our doorbell's broke, so we don't have that problem, but
but we have a ring doorbell. So I'm always like, who is it?
you're right. So we get people that stop by our house. My wife plants flowers, and she sells flowers, and she knows flowers, and so she plants all these flowers, and we got these planter boxes and whatever.
Yeah.
And apparently they look really nice. I think they do too, but they're kind of lost on me, right?
You're used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I keep them watered just because I know how much money she spent on them, and so I'm like, I'm not letting that die.
Yeah.
But people will stop and knock on our door
tell you?
tell her, not me, but that how the flowers are. So anyway, speaking of people just randomly
Nice.
knocking
No,
on your
that
door.
freaked me out.
Yeah, and if we're sitting outside, they'll drive by and stop in the middle of the road and like your flowers, and it's like, okay, well, donate. You can. I'm gonna put
Little box.
I'm gonna put a box on the corner.
jar, yeah.
It just says, "Hey, you want to contribute to the flower
Does she
fund?"
sell them too, or?
Well, her job is she works for a commercial greenhouse,
Oh,
and
okay.
so she does sales, and she like sells like truckloads. I mean, this
Gotcha.
greenhouse is 15 acres under roof. I mean, it's huge.
Oh. Where's that?
It's in Cresco, Iowa, which is northern Iowa.
Yeah.
And so she works a couple days up there and the rest of the week from home. But so she doesn't like, it's not like Wolf Floor. Like she said, like Hy-Vee Garden Centers, she like sells truckloads to Hy-Vee Garden
Gotcha.
Centers all over the Midwest.
Gotcha.
I was gonna
And-
ask, did she do like weddings or like?
She does not do that.
Okay.
She basically is a wholesaler.
Gotcha.
And so she's selling, and literally she sells truckloads, like semi trucks of flowers. And especially right now in the spring and Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Mother's Day is like their killer
The
week.
biggest one.
So, but it is, and they also do, I mean, they all year, it's a year round operation, but at Christmas time they have poinsettias, and when you see poinsettias in a greenhouse, I mean, it's like acres. And it's pretty cool, actually. I'm not necessarily a flower person, but you walk in there and
Yeah.
you see acres of poinsettias.
I don't really like poinsettias, but
Yeah.
I bet that's cool.
Yeah, I don't care if they ever come to my house. It's just kind of,
Kind of cool to see.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's interesting. But
Huh.
so anyway,
Anyway, but yeah.
so if somebody knocked on your door, so I don't know, it's not like I obsess about this, but so I don't like snakes. And that's been pretty clear. And for some reason, every now and again, I like, was that a snake in my house? It's never been a snake in my house ever, nor will it probably ever
Yeah.
be. Although the cat came up with how the basement, this is a couple years ago, and had a little tiny snake. It got into our house.
Oh no.
It was in the basement, and it was real small.
Little garden snake.
Yeah, it was a little
I don't
garter
like
snake.
snakes either.
Yeah, and it was quite dead.
Yeah.
The cat had.
Get out of boy, Bob.
The kid, it wasn't even Bob.
Oh.
It was Ivy, I think, my daughter's
Ivy.
cat when she was there. Yeah, and Ivy's just like walking
be
around, has
proud.
this thing
Yeah.
hanging out of his mouth, and I'm like, what is that? And it was thankfully
snake.
a very dead snake.
Sometimes when we have really big bugs or something, I don't like insects either. I'll take my cat and I'm like, get it, and I'll like hold him.
Yeah.
I've seen videos like that on Facebook.
I have came across. I'm like, oh, that's me. I've done that.
Have you ever talked to people that live in the South and maybe in the desert, even maybe Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, but they talk about spiders getting in the house, and some of these spiders
Like tarantulas?
are like,
Yeah, absolutely
well, not even tarantulas, just like, I don't know, wolf spiders or whatever. I don't know, but they're like,
wolf spiders here are too big for me.
yeah, they're like as big as softballs, and they say they just see them hanging out on the wall, and it's
Ew.
like, nope. Spiders in general don't bother me, but
I mean, they have to be big, like big, hairy.
Yeah.
ones, or that's too big.
yeah. Well, we just, I don't know if you listened the other day, we just talked about that the other day, unusual pets.
Oh, I missed that one.
So, and not your dog or cat or goldfish, but if you had,
Oh, yes, because Tim wanted a sloth.
he wanted a
That one?
sloth,
Okay.
yeah.
I did listen.
Yeah, but anyway, I had a buddy that had a tarantula. And,
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. I guess if I knew it wasn't going to hurt me, but still.
Well, so this one, and I don't know what they do. I don't know if they take out its poison glands or remove its teeth, or I don't know how
They'd
they
have to.
I would think so too.
Yeah.
Because they sold it like PetSmart, so they're not gonna sell
Big
it.
lawsuit right there.
Exactly.
Big lawsuit.
So yes, I wasn't worried about it killing me or injecting me with venom, but I did hold it in my hand, and it's just ugh.
Oh, it's gross.
Yeah, I just don't. Not for me.
They're for the wild.
Yeah. So, but like I said, generally spiders don't bother me, but I don't need one as big as a softball
No.
crawling across.
No. Neither. I can do a spider over a snake, though. I hate snakes.
Yeah, they're just not natural. They move and don't have legs. That's not right.
Spiders, snakes, and sharks, I don't like. I don't know
Well,
what I think
I don't
with sharks.
I don't
but-
think you're going to run into
I know.
sharks.
I don't know
very
what my
often.
issue is with sharks.
Wild
but
sharks.
You love sharks?
No, I said just running into a wild shark in Iowa.
You never know. I
never
mean,
know.
Sharknado and
You-
I mean, we didn't know quicksand was in Iowa for the longest
that's
time.
true.
So
That is true.
land sharks could be a thing. We don't know.
You
they
never-
are. You never know what's in those ponds.
Nope.
Yeah. Where I think it was in Iowa. I just saw a news story the other day. Speaking of snakes, that somebody had a python, a really large one.
Yeah, I think it was in like Cedar Rapids.
Yeah,
or something.
maybe
Yeah.
it was in Iowa. So, but it was roaming around the neighborhood. It got out, and they
Was it? I didn't read it. I saw it, but was it someone's pet?
it had to be. Pythons aren't native to Iowa,
true.
but it was somebody's pet that got out, and it was. I mean, it took two people to hold it up, and it was nope,
Ew, I would have lost it if I would have saw that.
nope. I'm moving.
Yeah. I'm out of here.
Yep. I don't care if it is somebody's pet. If it's a one-off, it doesn't matter. There's a big snake in my yard. Nope.
And a python?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, I don't see the fascination. You can't cuddle with them.
Well, have you seen the ones where they have and it's really just sizing them up to eat
Yeah.
them?
Well, so is that
If
true?
that's
I've
true,
seen that
I don't
too,
know.
but is that true?
I don't know. I'd believe it.
Yeah, Jimmy says it was in Cedar Rapids.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too close.
Yeah. Nope. Not happening. So anyway, Peter, it's 7:30. Should we take a break?
Yes.
All right.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with a flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Welcome back, Morning Breathers. I want to shout out to Jebediah. Jed and Decker here.
Jedediah?
Yeah,
Jedediah?
that's what it says on his profile there. Jedediah?
Jedediah.
Jedediah.
Yeah.
So ahoy from Jed and Decker. So good morning, Denise, everybody else. So
Good morning. Good morning.
excuse me. So Greta, in your packet there at the bottom, we have some alternative cuss words. You know,
Oh my God, this looks like it's from like,
yeah.
Is it old?
I don't know. I found it on
looks
Facebook.
like it's from like the 60s.
It might be. So every now and again we swear around here, but not very often, and we try to watch it a little bit. When John's here, he'll let a couple slip out every now and again,
He sure will.
which is okay.
That's okay.
That's all right. That's the beauty of the internet. We're not regulated by the FCC or whatever.
That's right. That's right.
So anyway, here's some. I found this on somewhere, Facebook probably. Alternative cuss words. So some of these you've heard, some of them you probably haven't. So we don't have to go through all of them because you probably can't see this, but there's quite a
There's
list.
a lot. Yeah.
So some of my favorites. So like son of a biscuit. I've heard that one.
Yeah.
Son of a biscuit eater. I don't know if I've heard that one.
Son of a motherless goat.
Son of a motherless
Son
goat.
of a motherless
What
goat.
does that even mean?
Son of a bacon bit. son of a Baptist preacher.
Some of these, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, some of them are stretches, but son of a biscuit, I have heard.
Son of a biscuit, yeah.
Son of a motherless goat, I have not. But
Isn't there a quote in a movie like "son of a biscuit eating bulldog" or something like that? I might
don't
have
know.
just made that up.
it could be. So some of these I remember like from cartoons, like maybe even when I was a kid, which you would go back to your, how old is this list when I was a kid, right? But like, Great Googly Moogly.
Great googly moogly.
There is a cartoon, and I cannot remember what it is. Maybe somebody can help me out. Great Googly Moogly. Somebody said Great Googly Moogly.
It sounds familiar, but yeah.
And I swear it was a cartoon. Shut your pie hole.
Shut your pie hole.
Judas Priest.
Why are some? I wonder why some of these are like highlighted.
Huh?
Crapola.
Yeah.
Why are some of these highlighted?
Yeah, I don't know. Some crapola is not very original.
Jumpin'. What does that say? Jumpin'
Jehoshaphat's. Where are you at? But
This says
Jehoshaphat.
Great Googly Moogly is associated with the Canadian animated children's show Maggie and the Ferocious Beast.
yeah, I don't think that's where I saw it.
Huh.
I want to say it was Mr. Magoo or something. But anyway, Great Caesar's Ghost. Jeez Louise, we've all heard those. Judas Priest. Heavens to Betsy, I know that was on a cartoon. There was a character in a cartoon that did Heavens to Betsy. Kiss My Grits.
Heard that one.
That was from, that was on Alice, the TV show Alice, which is old, which neither one of you would know anything about Alice. But
I had an imaginary friend named Dallas.
no, not Dallas, Alice.
Alice.
Yes.
Yeah, I had an imaginary.
Oh, Alice.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said Dallas.
I had an imaginary friend named Alice for a long time.
Yeah, Flo used to say, kiss my grits.
Suck eggs.
Suck eggs.
Suck eggs.
Farfignugan.
Some of these are too hard to say.
Farfignugan was a commercial for Volvo or something. Yeah, Farfignugan. Here's one. I never heard of it. Raza, Fraza, Raza, Fraza.
That's just too hard to
Raza,
get
Raza,
out
Raza.
quickly to be a
Yeah,
cuss
if I'm
word.
mad, I didn't
It's
say
like-
that.
I could say Great Googly Moogly, or I could say Rasa, Fraza, Rasa, Fraza. Or something. Jeff says honking. Tim's favorite is honking. Honking mad.
I say that.
So here's one that shut the front door.
That's a classic.
That is a classic.
That is a classic.
And
What's the one on top of that? How do you say that?
That's the one he just did.
Oh, Farfignugan.
That's
Yeah.
Farfignugan.
That's Farfignugan.
Okay.
Yeah. Shut the
Bold
front door.
Twinkies.
What's that?
I like bold Twinkies.
Bold Twinkies. Shut the front door. There's I think it's an Oreo commercial not too long ago where they kept saying, shut the front door. This tastes so good. Shut the front door.
Yeah.
And, everybody kind of thought that was funny. But for whatever reason, that struck me. And I died laughing every time I saw that commercial. And so my kid, I think Emmy, my oldest, painted me a sign that's actually in my office that says, shut the front door.
That's awesome.
It was oddly amusing to me for some reason.
That also reminds me of the Orbit commercial where she is spouting off all these bad words, and it's like these.
You're right. Yeah.
It's like clean your mouth up with Orbit.
Bolshevik.
Buckethead.
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 Jackwagon. Fiddlesticks. Cotton picking. Cotton picking. Oh, I'm cotton picking mad. I think I've heard that before. Oh, my Lanta.
Doo-doo. Wait. What?
I don't know. Just doo-doo head. A good
Doo-doo head.
To
Yeah.
break out a good
What does
doo-doo head
miffed
every now and
mean? Like the different.
Like if you're miffed.
Like you're pissed.
Like you're mad.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of these I've heard from old westerns like Dag Nabbit,
Yep.
Consarnate,
Criminy. Cripes.
Criminy.
Just bleep.
I've heard that one.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Those are
Bleep,
funny.
bleep. Yeah.
Kids will go, what the bleep?
What the bleep? What the what? I think my kid says that. What the what?
Oh, phooey.
Yeah.
Fooey.
So anyway.
HE double hockey sticks.
Don't forget horse patootie.
Horse
Horse
patootie.
patootie.
Horse hockey, horse pucky, horse feathers, and horse patootie.
I like horse patootie. I don't get the other ones.
Yeah.
The triple play. What does that mean? Bob Saget?
Bob Saget, Pat Sajak, Alex Trebek.
Alex
You just
Trebek.
name all three of
I
those?
guess that's almost as bad as Rasa Fraza.
Why? Why those three?
I don't know if you're frustrated.
Bob Saget died?
I think one of Ray's.
Bob Saget and Alex Trebek are dead.
Yeah, they're both dead.
I don't know.
Is
who
Pat Sajak still alive?
He
I don't
is.
even know who that
Okay.
is.
Pat Sajak? Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know who the other two are, though?
I mean, yeah, I know who Bob Saget is. Alex Trebek, I know the name. I don't,
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
He was the host of Jeopardy.
Okay, I had to think about it.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So Ray's favorite is cheese and crackers. So instead of, whatever. Cheese and crackers.
Cheese and crackers.
Yeah. So anyway, there's some interesting ones on here. They'd be hard to think. It's easier just to cuss.
Yeah,
I think.
So too. Some of these are way too long.
Or just, abbreviate. What the F?
Yeah.
So, anyway, there you go. There's your alternative cuss words for the day. So, you can all go out and practice those. We can all live a better, cleaner life.
Yeah, that's right. Quit with the cuss words and use the alternatives.
Yeah, but I think usually when I'm mad and I would shout one of these out, my point is not to make the other person laugh.
Or me laugh.
Or me
Yeah.
laugh.
Or maybe it is.
Or
I don't
maybe
know.
that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll calm you down. First time you run out and like, great googly moogly. What is
Great
that?
Caesar's ghost.
What is that? What is that? So, all right, Peter.
funny.
Let's take our second break and we'll get to set for the day.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Welcome back, morning breathers. Swear away nicely.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it nicely. Ray chimed in. He says, Fahrvergnügen means driving pleasure in German, which was a Volkswagen campaign. That's what I thought. But that was a whole commercial. They did a whole thing on it, Fahrvergnügen. But now it's been co-opted as a alternative.
It's now
cuss word.
banned.
It's
Weird.
It's not banned.
Not banned.
Yeah. He also says that early Popeye cartoons Popeye used to mumble some pretty filthy stuff under his breath. I don't remember that, but
Probably.
whatever. Yeah, I'm not going to question Ray.
Yeah,
Ray knows
no,
all.
he knows
So,
it all.
It's all good. Peter,
Yes,
should we get set for the day?
indeed we shall.
Let's get set for the day. It is Thursday. It is May the 15th. It is episode 312, and it is my middle daughter Lauren's birthday today.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Lauren.
birthday,
Happy
Lauren.
birthday, Lauren. I don't know if she's watching or not, but
How many daughters do you have?
3.
Okay.
3 daughters
Bailey, Lauren,
and Emmy.
Emmy. Okay.
Yep, Emmy's the oldest. Emmy has 4 kids, and Lauren has 1. So I got 5 grandkids
Nice.
and gray hair. and all that stuff.
And all of it.
Yeah.
All the things.
So, yep, 3 daughters, all various places of the country, or really the state.
Yeah.
Bailey lives in Missouri, but not very far.
Yeah.
So, time right now, 7:44 a.m. The temperature in Fairfield is 73, Mount Pleasant 73, and Washington 73.
Makes sense.
So, Tim is calling right now.
He's calling?
Is he
He's
calling?
So, should I answer?
Yeah.
Let's answer this. I'm going to answer
He's
this.
interrupting from
He is.
afar.
You are literally interrupting on the phone.
Oh, I'll be darned. I thought maybe the show was over.
So you were going to get some feedback, but I got you on speaker, and you're literally interrupting the phone or interrupting set for the day from afar.
You are literally. So my plan worked. I just wanted to let you know that it's National Chocolate Chip Day.
Oh my God, he's right.
I've had 3 Oreos this morning. I'm a little bit buzzed right
So, well, thank you for calling, Tim.
I'm glad you took the call.
Well, I had to ask. I'm like, Tim's calling right now. Do I need to do this?
So we got to answer it.
First time ever.
It is a first time.
That's awesome.
Except for the day.
Yeah, all right. Have a good day.
You guys too.
Bye.
Bye, Tim.
I was literally thinking, like, how can I interrupt? Where can I interrupt?
Well, Tim called. Could you hear
Tim
that
got it.
over? Could you hear him?
You can hear a little bit of feedback, but you could hear him.
Okay, good.
He was eating Oreos, he said.
He said he's eating Oreos.
He's high on Oreos.
He's
High on
high on Oreos because Oreos had the same effect as crack. So
Love it.
So he's a little buzzed right now. So anyway, that I don't even know how to recover from that one.
That was funny.
It's crazy because we have National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day.
I know. It's
on
on
the
the sheet.
paper.
It's on there.
He knows.
He
knew.
doesn't even read the paper,
No, he
and now
doesn't.
he still knows that.
Good job, Tim.
Denise says you could hear him. That was awesome. It's also Bring Flowers to Someone Day.
Oh, someone bring us some flowers.
Somebody bring flowers. So, cloudy, windy, and warm today. High of 89 and a low of 59. So, get out and enjoy, I guess.
Pretty warm.
Although windy. Fairfield, today's. See, I'm all messed up. I just threw off everything.
He did it. He did his job.
He
He
his
did it.
job.
He did it well.
Yes. Today's headlines from the SoutheastIdahoUnion.com. Fairfield man arrested after a standoff. Rooted in Mount Pleasant, quality equipment named 2025 Small Business of the Year. And Washington car chase ends with arrest in parking lot.
Wow,
happened?
Fairfield and Washington were.
What's going on?
So the Fairfield, or the Washington car chase started in Fairfield, or started in Jefferson County.
Oh.
And actually, they got a call. You can read about it on SoutheastIdahoUnion.com. This is fascinating. They say the car was driving with one of its tires flat from Wapello County, which
Oh.
is Ottumwa-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where the call came in. Somebody called 911 and said that. And they chased him all the way to Washington. He was a Washington kid. He's 23 years old.
Ooh.
But he went with 3 tires from basically Fairfield all the way to the Washington Walmart.
Jeez.
And he's in big trouble.
What was he running from?
Well, there might have been some intoxicants involved.
Oh.
So, anyway,
Yikes.
he's in trouble. Don't know all the backstory. Something happening there, but whatever. Sports tonight. State qualifying meet for boys and girls track will be held in Mount Pleasant, and the Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, and Washington are all over there, I believe. In soccer, the Fairfield boys and girls take on Centerville. Mount Pleasant girls travel to Burlington, Notre Dame, and the Washington girls host Mid Prairie in a game that you can watch right here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Right here. Peter's literally
Right here.
pointing
Right here. Make sure to also check out community profiles. We talked about this week is about the library.
I was going to say Kids Fest, but that was last week.
That was last week.
Library and summer reading. So
There you go.
check it out.
There you go. This day in history. On this day in 1940, pre-SPP,
For SPP.
in San Bernardino, California, brothers Maurice and Richard McDonald opened a drive-in restaurant that gave rise to the fast food chain McDonald's.
Have you seen the movie about it?
The Ray Kroc, or just called Kroc, or whatever.
It's called The Founder.
The Founder. That's right.
I think I've seen clips of it, but I haven't seen it.
That's with Michael Keaton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good movie.
I like McDonald's.
Yeah. Well, Ray Kroc, but he kind of co-opted it from these brothers. I
Yeah, he
think.
did.
Yeah, I mean, he totally I'm
Kinda
going to change this all up.
Took the rug out from under him in
Yeah.
terms of owning the business.
Yes.
Yee.
But
I love a McChicken. Add cheese.
add cheese. Didn't think
You've
about
never
adding
tried
cheese.
it.
I gotta have the new tenders they
I
got
had them
back.
the other day too.
Are they good?
They're okay. I like the
Okay.
chicken nuggets better, but
I thought they would just be a bigger
that's
chicken
what I
nugget.
thought too. But it's just a chicken strip.
Oh.
They're good.
Mhm.
Probably won't get them again, but
Yeah.
I had a craving the other day for chicken nugget. I got it. This is a couple weeks ago, but I'm just like, I haven't had chicken nuggets in a long time. So I went and got some chicken nuggets
from McDonald's.
from McDonald's.
Heck yeah.
I remember back in college there was
I
this.
got a Happy Meal.
There you go. Did you get a toy?
Yeah, what was your toy?
I didn't get a toy.
You didn't get a toy.
I didn't even get a Happy Meal.
Oh, I was like, you only wanted 6 nuggets? I feel like I could eat like 20.
Yeah. Anyway, go on, Peter. Sorry.
Well, there was this chicken sandwich at the dining hall, and we would always complain about it. It's like this just tastes weird. It's got a weird taste, but we'd always get it. And then I'm sitting at home during winter break, and I'm like, you know what I can go for right now?
One of those chicken
a weird chicken
sandwiches.
sandwich.
Weird chicken.
That would hit the spot right now.
I miss some of our college cafeteria food. It was good.
Used to have this quiche morning quiche pie. It was like an egg
Ooh,
pie.
yeah.
It was really good.
Yum.
can't
We had good Chinese.
I
We had
can't do
good Chinese
quiche.
food.
Something about quiche. I'm not a fan.
I'm hungry. This is making me hungry.
All right. Greta, random joke, random quote, or random fact?
Let's do a random joke.
Random joke. A truck loaded with Vicks Vapor Rub overturned on the highway out here on 218.
Oh,
That's tough.
yikes.
But amazingly, there was no congestion for 8 hours.
I was trying to think where that was going to go.
Today's takeaway. Greta, do you got a takeaway for today?
Oh,
I'll read Jeff's first while you
Okay.
ponder a little bit. So Jeff's weekend takeaway is a reminder we are not here tomorrow. So this is Jeff's weekend takeaway.
yeah.
Mutual of Omaha has its Wild Kingdom, and Morning Breath has its killer giraffes, silverback gorillas, and now raccoons on meth. Morning Breath, exploring new and fresh ways to be killed by animals.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
It's like the Dumb Ways to Die video that was popular
Yeah, exactly.
all those years ago.
Yeah, we tend to death by animal
Yeah,
more so than anything else. But yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
The giraffes was still the best. So, all right, Greta.
All right. If you drive by Matt's house, please leave a donation in the tip
Yep.
jar.
Tip jar out there.
Tip jar in the corner. You'll notice for it.
I do want to go. So now I want to figure out where you live. I
They're
want
not-
to go see
they're
the
not
pretty
planted
flowers.
yet.
Oh, they're not out yet.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh wait, I just got my flower. I have 2 flower pots at my house, and I just put those out.
Yeah,
So.
and to be fair, I'm not taking any credit for that. I water them so they don't die because I don't want to waste the money. But
Yeah.
she's the one that does all that, and they do
I was
look nice.
impressed by that.
Yeah. So I think got somebody's painting flower boxes this weekend. I don't know. The whole process is just like whatever, but people seem to like it. So whatever. Peter, do you got to take away?
I do. I think I said this during the break, but I said if anybody is mad at me and says Rasa Frasa at me, I'd probably just walk away.
Bye.
I'd probably just walk away. I wouldn't know what to say.
No.
And I'm
Speechless.
Yeah. I'm gonna go on that same line and just end with this. Farfig Nugan. And that's all.
And that's
folks.
all.
That's all we need. That's all you need.
So we are dark tomorrow. We will be back on Monday. To the best of my knowledge, Tim will be back on Monday, and if he's not, apparently he'll call in anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He'll be here no matter what.
he'll be here either way, no matter what. Denise says takeaway. Tim can interrupt Matt no matter where
I
he
love
is, and that was awesome.
That was funny.
Anyway, have a good Thursday. Have a good weekend, and we will see you all again on Monday.